Hi friends, welcome to KVR Maths Academy. In this video, let's discuss first and second problems in exercise 3.2 in polynomials of 10th class mathematics. Right? So before discussing this topic, friends, please subscribe my YouTube channel, those who are not subscribed yet. Thank you. Yes, let's go through this. Yeah. See, this is the first question. In first question, 3 questions I have given. Totally 6 questions I have given. First, I will explain about 3 questions. Yeah. So, the graphs of y is equal to p of x are given in the figure below. For some polynomials p of x, in each case, find the number of zeros of p of x. Here, graphs has given. From these graphs, we have to find the number of zeros of the graphs. Right? Yeah. See, look here. In first case, these are the coordinate axis. This is the line which is parallel to x-axis. Here, actually, how can you find the zeros of the polynomial from the graph? Wherever it's meet the x-axis, then only occurs zeros of the polynomial, right? So here, it does not meet the x-axis. It does not meet the x-axis. So that's why it has no zeros. It does not meet the x-axis, right? X-axis. So no zeros. Simply write down. So no zeros. Understood clearly? Yes. Coming to the next graph. So here this curve meets the x-axis only at only one point. No. So it has only 1 0. If the curve meets the x-axis at only one point, that's why this graph has only 1 0. Right? Yeah. The curve meets the x-axis at one point. Therefore, so it has 1 0, right? It has 1 0. So coming to the third graph. So the curve meets the x-axis at how many points? See, this is 1 point. This is her second point. This is third point. First, second, third. So it meets the x-axis at 3 points, right? So it has 3 zeros. Yeah, write down. The curve meets the x-axis at 3 points. So it has 3 zeros. Have you understood clearly? So it does not meet the x-axis, so it has no zeros. This curve meets the x-axis at only 1 point, so it has only 1 0. It meets the x-axis at 3 points. This curve meets the x-axis at 3 points, so it has 3 zeros. Have you understood about this? Note it down. I'll explain the remaining 3 also. See the fourth case. See, this curve meets the x-axis at 2 points. This curve meets the x-axis at 2 points. Curve meets the x-axis at how many points? 2 points, right? So it has how many zeros? Yes, it has 2 zeros. It has 2 zeros. Understood? Yeah. Next, come here. In fifth occasion, see, this curve meets the x-axis at how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. So it has how many zeros? 4 zeros. Write down. Curve meets the x-axis at 4 points. So it has 4 zeros. It has 4 zeros, right? Yeah. Coming to the final one. Yes. See, this curve meets the x-axis at how many points? This is 1 point, 2, 3. right? Yeah, so curve meets the x-axis at 3 points, so it has 3 zeros. Understand, here it meets the x-axis at 2 points, that's why it has 2 zeros. It meets the x-axis at 4 points, that's why it has 4 zeros. Next it cuts the x-axis at 3 points, that's why it has how many zeros? 3 zeros. 4 points means 4 zeros, 3 points means 3 zeros, 2 points means 2 zeros. Suppose does not touch the x-axis, then there is no zero. Understood clearly? Yes, note it down. Okay, second question. Find the zeros of the given polynomial. P of x is equal to 3x, P of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, P of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3, P of x is equal to x square minus 16. Yes, let us find zeros of the given polynomials one by one. So take first one. So P of x is equal to 3x has given now. So 0 of the polynomials means, yes, P of x is equal to 0 we should take, right? Yeah, so first one, P of x is equal to 3x take. P of x is equal to 0 only na? 0 of the value means, yeah, 0 of the polynomial means 0, we should equal to 0 this one. So P of x is equal to 0 means 3x is equal to 0. Why? Because P of x is 3x. So x is equal to 0 by 3. That is how much? X is equal to 0. So what can you write here? The zero of the polynomial, zero of the given polynomial is how much? Yeah, 0. 0 of the given polynomial is 0. Right, we got 0 only na? Yeah. Next, second one. P of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Right? P of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Right? Yeah. Now, let us take P of x is equal to 0. No? X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. That implies. Isn't it? Yeah. So, divide as factors. X square plus 6 factors is 2 3s are 6 and 2 plus 3 is equal to say 5 now. So this can be written as 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. 3x plus 2x is 5x only now. So in these both x is the common, x plus 3 the remaining part, plus in these both 2 is the common, x plus 3 is the common one, 0. Again x plus 3 is the common factor. The remaining part is x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, x plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 3. Isn't it? First x plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 3. Next, in the same way, x plus 2 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 2. So, therefore, minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial, isn't it? Here 0 has come, that's why 0 is the 0 of the polynomial of given polynomial. Here x is equal to minus 3 and minus 2 has come now. So these are the minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial, isn't it? Yeah. Next, third one, P of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3 has come, right? Yeah. So let P of x is equal to 0. Why? We should find zero values now. So that's why we have to equal to this one, P of x is equal to 0. So that implies x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. Right? So this is x plus 2 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 2. In the same way, x plus 3 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 3. Right? Therefore, minus 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of the given polynomial. Right? Yeah. Now, Final one, p of x is equal to x square minus 16. Let us find p of x is equal to. So let us p of x is equal to x square minus 16. Let us take p of x is equal to 0. That implies x square minus 16 is equal to 0, isn't it? Here it is in the form of, see, x square minus 4 square now. X square minus 4 square. I think this is x power 4. X power 4 only we have to take. Yes? X power 4. See, x power 4 means x square whole square, 4 square. X square whole square minus 4 square. Now it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. That is a plus b into a minus b. So x square plus x square minus 4 into x square plus 4 is equal to 0, right? Yeah. Again, it also can be written as x square minus 2 square into x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Right. Here again it is in the form of a square minus b square. That is a plus b into a minus b. So that is x plus 2 into x minus 2 into x square plus 4 is equal to 0. Now take x plus 2 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 2. Isn't it? Now take x minus 2 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to plus 2 only. Minus 2 transferred in this side, it will become as plus 2. Next, x square plus 4 is equal to 0. That implies x square is equal to 4 minus 4. So that implies x is equal to plus or minus root of minus 4. X is equal to plus or minus root of minus 4. Therefore, 2 minus 4 and plus or minus root of minus 4 are the zeros of the given polynomial. Understood clearly? Yes, note it down. Okay friends, if you like my video, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.